Hello, everyone. So I will present myself first. I'm Jeremy Ducy, European Data Space Program Manager from DAWEX. And today, I will welcome you and present you to this upcast webinar about the auditing and verification public. That upcast I developed and will made available to all European SMEs and organizations interested in data exchange and data trading. So first, maybe I will detail a little bit who I am and what we are doing within the Upcast project. So I am European Data Space Manager from DAWEX, and DAWEX is a French company, the leading technology provider of solutions for data exchange, data marketplaces, and data spaces. Sorry. Within Upcast, we are responsible for the coordination of the pilot and demonstrators as well as the development and the deployment of an auditing and verification plugins I will present to you today. Regarding the agenda, what we plan to do today, first to explain what is exactly this plugin, this tool that we have developed, and why it matters, not only for SMEs, but also for the whole, let's say, data ecosystem that we have in Europe and that we want to participate into data spaces or data marketplaces. We will explain how this plugin works, functions, what will be the benefits for the user, notably the SMEs, and what are the technical framework and architecture upon which the plugin relies. The objective is to give you a good understanding on how you can leverage this plugin into your activities within data marketplaces and data spaces. We will also make a live demonstration of how this plugin could be used and conclude with a summary of the key takeaways of this auditing and verification plugins before sharing to you some resources used to better understand and use this tool. So let's start with an overall presentation of this topic. One of the biggest challenges today for small and medium enterprise SMEs in data marketplaces, but also in data spaces, is about trust. Whatever you are, I mean, could be a data provider or a data customer, you are to conform, to comply with both data regulations like the Data Governance Act, Data Act, the GDPR, but also with the contractual provision that has been established during the negotiation between the data provider and the data consumers. And you also sometimes need new ways to enforce these agreements, these provisions, and contractual provisions, and also to prove to, for example, an external auditor that what you did, the process, data exchange and processing processes that you initiated, comply with the so-called provisions and contractual clauses. This is where these plugins could be used. What exactly it will provide to you? It will help you to generate reliable and standardized proof that what you did was in compliance with the European regulations and also with the agreement that you had with the data provider or the data consumer. The objective of the plugin is to support contractual adherence and transparency by encapsulating all the recording execution of the event of the different components involved in the data exchange and the transaction process. And more specifically, is about helping SMEs to have a tool or external auditor to have a neutral, independent tool that will help them to generate these proofs and to use them in maybe a legal context in the situation where we have a conflict between the data provider and the data consumers. And the last interest of this plugin for SMEs, but also for external auditor, is that it will help to preserve neutrality and confidentiality of the audit. It could be operated by any independent auditor and support third-party external verifications. So it will totally be conform to the process that an external auditor should carry on in order to verify the different claims of the parties involved in the data exchange process. Now let's have an overview of the plugin overview. of the plugin's capabilities and functional scope. Sorry. This auditing and verification plugins is built about different core capabilities. The first one being that we attest the execution of a dataset identified by a unique contract ID and execution ID, and attest that is complete and conform to the conditions that have been negotiated between the data provider and the data consumer. And next, it will generate a verifiable proof of the result of the execution of the data exchange and processing workflow, and generate this standardized proof so that it could be used either by the data provider, the data consumer, the data marketplace operator, or an external auditor to have something to rely on and to attest that indeed what has been said by the provider or the consumer is exact or not. And this proof is what we call a verifiable credential, which is a critical element because it will encapsulate all the recording events of the execution of the workflow and generate this proof, standard proof, to be used as proof of the execution and adherence of the workflow with European data legislations and again contractual provision defined between the provider and the consumer. To summarize, we can say that the main objective is to attest that the negotiation and that the data exchange and processing workflow adhere to the different contractual and regulations, that what has been agreed on between the data provider and consumers has been enforced and respected by both parties, and to generate an auditable proof based on the standards W3C that is widely used by data spaces and data marketplace, and so that could also be interoperable with the existing infrastructure we have in Europe and worldwide for data spaces and data marketplaces. Now, if you want to go in details about how this plugin is built and to help you also to understand how you could use it in the context of the Upcast platform. This plugin closely interacts with the Upcast compliance plugin. In fact, our plugin will receive automatically all the logs, the event for the compliance plugin that itself will gather also information from other plugins like the negotiation or the monitoring plugin provided by Upcast. Next, after receiving automatically these outputs, it will automatically start the generation of a verifiable credential based on a data model and a JSON event format that will be able to generate this certified record of the execution events. Everything will be automated so that an auditor, a data provider, a consumer could also do it for maybe all its data transaction or to analyze dozens or even hundreds, thousands of data transactions. Everything could be done by APIs. And the whole process is transparent, could be also audited, and is also compliant with the ISO and standards norms that external auditors should comply with in their processes. So now, if you want to focus quickly on the architecture, maybe not to go into too much details about how it has been built. As I explained it, so we have integration with the different plugins, notably the compliance plugins and directly the negotiation plugins. And based on that, we will automatically generate the different VC. At the end, everything will be able to be retrieved by secure APIs and should also be implemented into external third-party systems if needed by any kind of external auditor. It could also be used by the operators in the space or the data marketplaces to, for example, generate a report and send the report to an external auditor, or for example, to the National Governance Authority that under the Data Governance Act as responsible for labelizing the different data spaces and data intermediary service provider. So we could envisage different use cases related to the use of the plugin. So to summarize, for the participant, could be SMEs or other kind of companies, data provider and data consumer, external auditors, but also data spaces and data marketplace operators. Now, let's have a short demo to show you how it works, how any participant or stakeholders could use it.
Hello, so I'm going to do a quick demonstration of the VC generator project developed by DAOX. So it is deployed under the URL you can see on my screen. So I'm going to use the deployed application to do the demo. So first there is a simple help check that we can call, which answer and with an OK HTTP status if everything is OK and the deployment is OK. So then I can list negotiation contracts. Here we can see I have one, and I'm going to create a new one with the save endpoint. So I can save it and I can see it here. Once I have the contract, I need to register an execution with it. Here I can first list them. I can say I have no compliance logs related to this execution given and the contract. So I'm going to create one using the save compliance log endpoint. And here, when I will call the list endpoint, I can see the compliance log that is registered and linked to the execution and the contract. Once I have done that, I'll want to sign a verifiable credential for dataset execution. So I'm just using the signed verifiable credential for dataset execution endpoint, and I'll get a signed verifiable credentials allowing everyone to verify that this has been done. And so here we can see it's signed, and at the bottom we can see the proof with JWS key, and this key can be verified using the public key available on the get public key endpoint around here. So that's it for the presentation of the VC generator.
I hope that this demo was helpful to understand how this tool could be used. So now, if you want to summarize the key takeaways of this webinar and presentations. In summary, this tool is, let's say, an open and interoperable solution that could be used in any kind of context and could also communicate with any kind of data exchange component. Of course, it has been designed so that it could directly interact with, for example, the other Upcast plugin, notably the compliance Upcast plugin. But the development, the approach we choose was also the one to allow to connect this tool potentially to any kind of other component already in place in other data spaces or data marketplaces. So the key is to deploy something that we avoid any kind of lock-in and be used by any kind of data ecosystems. Next, it could be operated by an independent auditor, preserving stability, confidentiality, and evidential value. And more important, it will conform to the audit norms and standards we have that rule the audit processes and that will so support the possibility to have external auditor to carry out such actions. Next, we have verifiable credentials that could also be easily revoked or expired to preserve confidentiality of audits while enabling third-party verification, because maybe the auditor don't want to let any information about what it did. We could totally imagine that in a very sensitive context like data marketplaces or data spaces for the defense industry, for example, we should have the capacity to keep full control over what this tool will share with other services. It's totally possible to do that with this one and to revoke the VC that has been generating for the purpose of the audit. So No, you can also find in this slide so the link to the API public documentations based on API specifications, so that could easily be used and also reused and integrated not only by the database participant, the provider or data consumer, but also it could also be used to be directly integrated into another data spaces or data marketplace by any operator. So it's all for me. I hope it was clear for you. That will also help you to understand how you can leverage this plugin, but also in general, this kind of processes and tools to, as an operator, maybe build new form of trust within your data ecosystem to enforce trust within your data ecosystems. And for participants, especially SMEs, I hope it will also give you some ideas on how to preserve your interest and to support your data exchange activities. So thank you for watching this webinar. I hope you found it very useful, and I wish you a nice day. Bye.